July 9th, 1981, a Japanese company named Nintendo released the arcade game Donkey Kong in arcades across Japan and weeks later would appear in arcades around the world. This game would be extremely successful, leading them to create more games with a protagonist character, Jumpman, soon to be named Mario. September 13th, 1985, Nintendo released the game Super Mario Bros. For their at-home game console, the Nintendo Entertainment System, otherwise known as NES. This game would be another success, alongside their shooter game Duck Hunt, which will be discussed in later tapes. After the success of Mario, they would make more games with this character, even to the point of making more side characters for Mario to interact with. December 15th, 1982, Gottlieb created a machine which could bring pixels to life. This machine would be called the Pixel Animation Machine, PAM for short. They would use this machine to bring to life their first arcade character, Q*bert, and it was a success. They created life from tiny digital squares and code. But unfortunately, that's not where this would end. Many different companies would try to replicate their work, and this would lead to disaster. Subject N1, the plumber. The plumber was Nintendo's attempt at replicating Gottlieb's success. They of course wanted to bring to life their bestseller. But as they brought him to life, their machine started to fail, and the plumber came out wrong. He was bigger than the average human. His face drooped and his flesh sagged. His breaths were deep and loud, and his hands were oddly misshapen. He was strong, strong enough to break stone. He was kept in a dimly lit room, and he wouldn't speak, move, or eat for the longest time. After a while of no communication, Miyamoto ultimately decided the plumber was to be terminated. He sent 5 people in the plumber's room. They never came out. After 4 hours of silence, he sent 5 more people in there, and they found the broken remains of the 5 workers, and the plumber was sitting in the corner. Everyone in the room froze for the longest time. Once the plumber faced them, they opened fire. Their bullets did nothing. Miyamoto realized that the plumber was too dangerous to escape, so he decided to burn the building down with the plumber inside it. The fire scarred his face, but the plumber escaped. He ran into the forest, and he wasn't seen again. Until recently. June 21st, 1998. There was a distress call at 3:32 a.m. The woman reported seeing a large, disfigured man with red and blue overalls in her house, and she took this photo. July 13th, 1998. There was another call with a similar description at 1:56 a.m. A man reported seeing a large, disfigured man in red and blue overalls in his house. He took this photo. These 2 people were not found alive. After that, multiple people started to report seeing the plumber around their home and workplace. And after these reports, the government founded the Monster Research Facility, MRF, to study these creatures, and to capture them dead or alive.